is up, filmers, and welcome to Not Your Status Quo. Today, we are at the theater for our spoiler-free review of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. What do you think, gentlemen? Doug from the A38, Dave, you guys excited?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's good.
I'm hoping it's good. And so am I. We're on the same page.
You know, I think Ryan Coogler has a great track record. You know, obviously, some things changed from his original script because of what happened.
Yeah.
So, you know, I got faith. I think it's going to be pretty good. You know, they're introducing Namor.
Depending on who you are, you know, he says it in the commercial that if you're his enemy, I couldn't even pronounce whatever he said the other thing was.
The winged sea serpent, or the winged serpent god?
Yeah, something like that.
I can't remember what it is either. But I'm looking forward to it, so we'll see you guys when we get out.
Let's head in. So we just got out of Wakanda Forever, and I gotta tell you, it was pretty good. It wasn't great, but it was pretty good.
I agree. You know, it did a lot of things very well. It had a lot of story points it had to do because of what happened. It dragged a little bit at times.
It was a great tribute to Chadwick Boseman. You might even tear up. Did you tear up, Doug? No. Did you get a little choked up though at all?
Somewhat, yeah. I think it did a lot of things well. It was slow at certain points, but I think with what they had to deal with in like the filming and Chadwick Boseman's death, I think it had to be slow at times to deal with it.
Yeah, there was a lot of times where like some of the script seemed like it was just moving the plot along to me anyway. But if you look overall at the script, like what happened, you know, we're not going to spoil it here, but you know, there's things that happened that it was kind of documenting what happened at times to me rather than pushing a story along.
No, you're right. It definitely was. And it seemed like, you know, because they had to pivot because of what happened, they had a lot more exposition they had to go through than what we had earlier. So it definitely, I mean, it was definitely, I'll see it again. It was definitely good, don't get me wrong. But it wasn't great. I think Dave kind of nailed it. It was almost like the epitome of Phase 4.
Yeah.
Good, not great.
Yeah. And well, I acting performances, everyone was great, I thought.
Angela Bassett was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Shuri. Lupita Wright, she was great. The girl who played Riri Williams, I can't think of her name right now, it's something Thorne. But she was really good.
I'll get it on the weekend.
Winston Duke was great. I mean, everyone was really good in this. And I think, you know, the director really brings out the best out of these actors. And that was really high point. I think the fight scenes were great.
Yeah.
I mean, it took a while to get to him. And I cannot pronounce his name, but the dude who played Namor was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was great. I mean, it was great the way they changed his story along. I think it was maybe done. They didn't want to bring Atlantis in because obviously, you know, we already have Aquaman and Atlantis in there, so they changed it up a bit, but it worked. And how they interwove it into the story of Wakanda and why it was needed to be in this movie was great.
And he says one word, we won't say what it is, but you know, be looking for that. It'll open up a few doors. Let's just say that.
And this definitely moved things forward in the MCU for the future. And I think it set some things up really nicely. We obviously will talk about it. We'll talk about it Sunday night on Twitch when we're streaming live. So catch us our link down in the below, 8 o'clock. And there is one post-credit scene. And I thought it was very well done.
Yeah.
I really liked it. Wrapped things up with some of the plot points from earlier and pushed the story forward down the line. So definitely go out and see it this weekend. Let us know in the comments down below what you think.
You know, at the end, at the end of every movie, it says like the main character will return, such and such. But in what form? I can see another Black Panther movie after what happened in this movie. You know, what do you think?
I don't know. I think it will set up for a sequel. I think it was a good movie overall. The end credit scene definitely did wrap up some things, and it was just overall pretty good.
So if you had to rate it on the Doug scale, though,
The Doug from
5 being
A38, is your scale the same over there?
10 being masterpiece, what would you rate it?
I would give it a 6.5.
6.5. Dave, how
Very
about you?
interesting. I was right with that. It's exactly what I was saying before we came up. 6.5 wasn't great, wasn't bad.
See, I'm going to say 7.2. I always got to be higher than these guys for some reason. It's not a competition, but but you know, there was a lot of good, great things to it. It wasn't great overall, but it was definitely above average.
All right. Well,
Yeah, hey.
Hey,
So
guys.
don't forget, hit us up on Twitter, leave that comment down below, and we will see you next time on Not Your Status Quo.